Underway.
Stop me when your eyes begin to bleed. Well, what we did, we went to a charity shop and we found some Derby County programmes, which we thought was quite fascinating. And 1959, 1962. I was probably at the 1959 one, but I was definitely at this 1962.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I was 13. It was the Easter game versus Newcastle. Look at that. Unusual score. Derby County 1, Newcastle 2. But the important thing is the team. Look at these. The boiled heroes, everyone. And the greatest of them all, Reg in goals. Reg Matthews. World record fee for a goalkeeper when he signed from Coventry to Chelsea. And then he came to Derby. Derby's goalkeeping goat without any hesitation. Fantastic goalkeeper.
Much better than Zetterstrom. He didn't wear a helmet.
He didn't wear a helmet with a fancy haircut and lovely profile. Chain smoking. Didn't get off the bog until kick-off time. Tremendous goalkeeper. They used to call it the cat. Got the reflexes of a cat and the agility of one. He was a god. Right back, Jeff Barracliff. He was from Ilson. Nice bloke, but he did come from Ilson, so you had to be careful. And the other one, left back, I remember him well, Tony Conwell. Signed from Huddersfield. What a player. His debut was against Sheffield United at Bramall Lane, and I remember it well because pictures in the paper, he got a big scar on his forehead. Somebody from the terrace threw a plug at him, hit him on the forehead, spread his forehead. A 3-pin plug. But you wouldn't know this, but in them days, 3-pin plugs were round. So you can imagine if it was one now, rectangular, pull it out of his head. Ray Young, half-back, saw him concede this quickest goal ever scored. He was still pulling his socks up when Cliff Holton went past him in the net. But he was a good bloke. He lived around here and he was the insurance salesman. And the last time I saw him was at personal service having his car fixed.
You see?
And he's no longer
man of the people.
Well, he was a man of the people, he was. And so I know one or two ladies who knew him as well, you know what I mean? Les Moore. The giant Les Moore centre-half. From Sheffield, he was only a part-timer. You never saw him at training, just turned up to play, then went back to Sheffield. But he'd play, he'd usually get a booking at least. And then, usually, sent off. I've seen him kick people right up in the air. He was defending, he hadn't had the centre-forward not scored against him all season until the most prolific centre-forward of all, Dave Dunmore of Lake Norrian, played against him. Near enough last game of the season at the baseball ground. Dave Dunmore threw on goal, Les Moore, off with his knees, up in the air. He didn't score. He didn't do anything after that. He was limping a lot. But, reminds me, his claim to fame, we were playing Aston Villa, Jerry Ishins, the centre-forward, England centre-forward, just before he went to play in Italy. I think he must have been, he wound Les up a bit. Les got him by his shirt, pulled him, proper shirt. You did it now with a modern shirt. You stretch out here, it wouldn't go anywhere near within swinging distance. Got him, scruff his neck, up, pump. It was 0-0 till then. So we hadn't got a centre off. Peter McParland, the great Irish.
We were on about yesterday. Aston Villa.
Bought him.
Recently died.
Centre forward.
In Lisbon's World Soccer obituaries.
And anyway, he come in, made him centre forward, scored 3 goals. We lost.
Yep.
Barry Hutchinson. I've told you about Barry Hutchinson. Him and Bill Curry, both together. They're the ones that smuggled in a bottle of whiskey wrapped in newspaper, but dropped it as it got out of Curry's little white mini. So they were both running into training, scooping up whiskey as he poured out the newspaper. Athletes. Proper athletes. And these mamby-pamby vegans. Bill Curry, another one. Bill Curry played for Newcastle. He was a Geordie boy. Went to Brighton, England B international. And he came here. He was brilliant. Another great, great player. He lasted as long until Cluffy come, and then Cluffy, him and Reg, bit too old then. He didn't want him. Don Roby, I told you all about Don Roby. When Frank Upton signed for Chelsea, Symphony Lane, there was only me there, my friend. So we did a bit of training with him. This is the episode where
the shoes flying off.
Shoes, trying to cross balls to Frank Upton. He volleyed my shoe first, ball to follow. And he told us about Don Roby. Don Roby was tricky little winger. He was really good. I've seen him make 3 Stoke players jump in the air once because he fainted and they jumped. Ball's still there, never moved. Brilliant. Cottage operation ended his career. I saw him in Derby with leg irons on. You've got to remember, I was only 13. You know,
The memory.
50 years ago. And then Despot, what are you sneering at?
63 years.
53.
63. 2025. Anyway.
You've ruined it now for me. And then Des Palmer on another one. Des Palmer. I've told you about him. Come from South Africa. Welshman, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Took his photograph. I told you, got it developed at Boots. He says, "Can you get me one?" And
did he say, well, that's not very good, is it?
he did. I did that. I paid for it. Didn't give me any money. I got him before. Not very good, is it? But I'm exposed. Well, up yours, Taffy. Anyway, have your eyes started to bleed yet? Do you want me to wind it down?
Yeah, you can wind it down.
The program, do we? You don't want to go on to
No.
Leighton Orient.
The viewers might switch off.
They might do switch off by now, but I'm on the flow. Just let me see who's playing. 59. Anybody left from? Oh no, Ken Oxford in goals. Frank Upton though.
Yeah, this is a bit.
We'll talk about that some other time.
Yeah.
There's Powell on the wing. His son now is at the Mickles.
So you can stay tuned for the next episode when Grandad at the age of 10, but his memory continues.
Rambling on.
And next time for more ramblings.
More ramblings, more programmes.
TTFN.
Toodaloo.